Coming up on tonight's broadcast, hold on to your baubles as we count down the most shocking moments of 2005. And we test the gullibility of Kiwis with a tasteless social experiment disaster. Good evening. 2005 isn't over yet, but already experts are calling it one of the most shocking and fucked up years since well before records began or were even a concept. The world's been subjected to killer storms, war and terror, while at home the country's been left bewildered by birds with the flu, the inexplicable rise of Coxie, and Susan Wood yelling at her children. But that's only part of the sad, shocking story of 2005.
The jury in the above entitled case find the defendant not guilty.
With the help of the best lawyers that money can buy, Jackson was found innocent.
Michael Jackson is walking out of the courtroom.
It was a three-ring media circus that resembled the OJ trial in reverse. But nothing prepared us for the tragic scenes at poor old Schapelle's live verdict.
20 years. Now I can't hear what he's saying.
It was hard not to be moved, unless you're a non-Australian getting in the way of a good shot.
Can we get a reaction or not? Please, mate.
It was disorder in court when Donna went down for stealing, but the show was stolen by Wee Huata's brother-sister.
Phony justice, this is
and the compelling family circumstances, he will have leave to apply for home detention. I will adjourn the court while this man is removed.
I'm telling you now, Auntie Donna did not steal that money.
Outside the court, the tension continued.
Wake up, wake up, wake up!
It was a mad Maori media melee.
And I'm genuinely sorry.
Sadly, Ellis wasn't apologising for this show with Ridgie. For a moment there, it seemed like the whole country was on the drugs. Even in Albany, where Ellie Moore got fucked up on party pills.
And Linda, how's Ellie doing on her party pill?
Okay, we're now... Oh, how far are we? I've lost track of time. I could get quite engrossed in this at the moment, I think. Especially the colours.
But most shocking of all, the high priest of dub, Lee Scratch Perry, announced that he's actually given up marijuana.
And I don't want to smoke again.
One soldier preferred to risk the flames and the mob to clamber out, only to be quickly set upon with stones and a large stick.
The war on terror, or as Kevin Roberts calls it, the fight for a better world, seemed to be going swimmingly, and these British liberators received a warm welcome from grateful Iraqis, possibly a little too warm.
We interrupt regular programming to bring you...
Terror on the streets of London. Even more shocking, TV1's Petrie and Paul Hobbs coming to grips with the horror.
Can you give us an idea how many hospitals there are in London, and are they equipped to deal with this kind of emergency?
Well, to be honest, Wendy, I couldn't tell you how many hospitals there are in London.
Insiders say Blind Spot star Shelton pocketed 20 grand for his Woman's Weekly Nikki Watson breakup exclusive expose. The election got underway with a bash right to Blumsky's face.
So it might have been one of your political opponents, of course.
Oh, I'd be surprised. I mean, they tend to give you the fingers or trash your car up. I don't think they're in any way inclined to have a go at yourself, I hope.
Facelift had a field day with the Holmes invasions.
Peter's perfectly capable of washing his own dishes.
Is Don a passionate man?
He's very passionate about lots of things. Public policy, tax relief, race-based funding, bloody Maoris.
You see, he loves this one, which I bargained for out of a trade.
But the real thing was even better.
and he still loves it. So,
well, it's very nice.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's got a unusual pattern.
Now you know why I love him, because he believes so much in me. He must be my greatest #1 fan.
We are all members of the Exclusive Brethren.
Don was outed as a Brethren lover. Meanwhile, Peter Dunn was acting like a penguin on pee when he lost his rag badly on election night, flapping about all over the place.
But I want to say to Mr. Sainsbury of TV1, I'll talk to you soon, Marc, but when you couldn't even remember us in your introduction tonight, you've got a bit of apologising to do. Let the media never forget, the election is for the people, not for the self-made television stars in Auckland.
They seem to be having the most fun on Maori TV.
And quite frankly, I'm not the only celebrity with a speed problem.
Kia ora. Back to you fellas in Tamaki, Makoto.
Didn't I go in Nanny and Helen getting quite worked up there.
Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Meanwhile, Triangle TV mixed comedy and low-end graphics for the most memorable election night broadcast.
You're on top.
I've got my... Sorry about that.
That proved to be more accurate than TVNZ's overhyped whiz-bangery. Tony Veach got himself in hot water on Radio Sport comparing Serena Williams to a gorilla. Then he shocked TV1 viewers by speaking Klingon.
Good stuff. They are incredible. Kimi Räikkönen was recorded the fastest lap during a rain-affected day of practice. Kimi Räikkönen was recorded the fastest lap.
Then Michael Laws had to go and spoil everything with the shocking attempt at comedy following the murder of a German hitchhiker.
And I had to say one of the joys of a single bloke is picking up the good-looking blonde hitchhiker from Sweden, and they say, I want to stay at your place tonight. Birgit Brown, I mean, she may be a very nice lady, but she did not look long, blonde. I mean, she wasn't the sort of Heidi Klum, was she?
No.
Dancing with the Stars rated its tits off. Bernice Meni was all legs, while Alison Leonard Neordre was all eyes, as she winked up a storm. Shadbolt's eyes disappeared altogether, and at least Nikki Watson tried her best.
I can't count and dance.
Big Brother Uncut took reality TV to a shocking new low. And why not? But the show proved too shocking for TVNZ, who pulled the plug. Horse nearly choked to death, but was luckily saved by an ad break.
Now just 24 hours until volunteers Mike and Rosie cross the ethnic divide.
The big experiment turned this woman Japanese.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
And this man into Peter Sellers.
I wonder if you would like to buy a special package?
And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. TV3 and TV2 went head-to-head in a celebrity singing shock fest.
That was one of the best vocal performances I've ever seen.
The flashing lights triggered Peru's epilepsy.
That was sexy.
I got me a car, it's as big as...
Some critics were unkind, but others were more supportive.
My goosebumps have shivers which have goosebumps.
Inxs Rockstar was strangely compelling, while also being completely shocking.
But we're always human beings.
There was a terror attack at the Music Awards. It didn't come from Zowie. Outrageous Fortune's rising star Anthony Starr shone a little too brightly.
It's enormous. Party, guys! Party!
And we feel so honoured to be able to present this award.
Fucking wow.
The new New Zealand idol
is Rosita.
Despite Howard Morrison calling her a fatty boomsticks.
Have you heard from Sir Howard personally? Has he called you up or?
No, he hasn't, and yeah.
All right, well, let's once and for all put this to rest, OK? What we're seeing in here is a very dashing-looking Sir Howard Morrison. I guess you'd like to say something to Rosita too.
Oh, yeah, frankly,
Howie tried to apologise on close-up, but just began rambling incoherently. Even more shocking, his claim he invented chur.
Did you start chur?
Yeah.
You started chur?
Yeah. Jerry and I started chur.
When did you start chur?
1960.
Chur Howard?
Yeah. Chur.
But the most shocking moment of the year happened on breakfast TV and caused hundreds to chunder all over their hubbards.
Well, there'll be a little bit of blood and you're going to see 2 testicles and we're going to remove those 2 testicles. So that's what it's all about. Said we've knocked the animal out and we've given it an anaesthetic and then we've clipped up the fur around the testicles, which are just there, and then that's the penis, and that thing there is the anus.
The bottom.
The bottom, that's right. That's where the waste comes out. So what we're going to do now is just squeeze, and we're going to cut through the skin, and that's the first testicle just popped out.
Oh.
All right. It's all right.
Still to come, a shocking social experiment that spirals out of control, and has Close-Up's Hugh Sunday gone too far? With this Guy Fawkes skyrocket shocker. Celebrities have had a rough deal in the past 6 months, but let's not forget that when they're not crying about their wages, yelling at their kids or obsessing about themselves, celebrities are often the first people to lend a helping hand to those less fortunate than themselves.
Hi there. This is an urgent appeal from World Vision.
Celebrities and charity. It's one of the media's most powerful alliances. Rich white people are needed to help us understand the plight of poor black people.
You can make life so much better for a suffering child.
And it's not just our species. We were all deeply moved when Nikki Watson, Charlotte Dawson and Aja Rock gave so generously of their flagging profiles to help save claustrophobic chickens. But the tables can turn unexpectedly. Sometimes, tragically, celebrities need our charity. Recently, TV3 launched a primetime phone-in calling on the public to help save those celebrities in most desperate need of attention.
Star Space, Mike, 3599.
Of course, these are the lucky ones. They're on a major network. Others aren't so lucky. Sadly, many celebrities are forced to suffer in obscurity. At Prime Television, formerly well-nourished celebrities are forced to work in inhumane conditions for pathetic ratings. Refugees of bloody civil wars in their home networks, they've fled the conflict and now must scrape by in third network conditions. They're desperate and they need your help. That's why we created a new charity called SOS, Save Our Stars. Calling on the combined resources of TVNZ and UNICEF, a massive campaign was launched to save our beleaguered broadcasters. Within hours, our collectors were on the streets.
We need to get Paul Holmes off Prime, Charlotte Dawson off Prime.
Why?
Prime equals crime, man. The cramped conditions. They have to commute 12 minutes to Albany.
At first, public sympathy was hard to come by.
No access to an audience. These are third network conditions. Save our stars. Charlotte Dawson needs you. Save our stars. Have to save our stars?
Oh, I can't do that myself.
You can't?
No, I've got no money.
Charlotte Dawson is in poor working conditions.
Oh, I don't care.
Paul Holmes, Charlotte Dawson, they're all stuck on Prime TV. Piss off!
Where there was interest, there was little understanding.
Holmes is on $600,000 a year.
I think you'll find he's not. He's on $1 million.
Oh, well, what are we supporting him for?
I'll tell you what, that guy, look at that man, he's got heaps of money. Yeah, but he's stuck on Prime TV.
I think the police need to be contacted.
You can call the police, by all means, sir.
But once our message had spread, Aucklanders, moved by the plight of our stars, opened their hearts and their wallets.
Because I've got kids to support. From the heart.
Thank you. We feel it. Thank you very much. Great day. They appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They do thank you.
Make sure they get it.
I will do.
Within 3 hours, our charity was in the black to the tune of $6.75. The unexpected success of our Save Our Stars charity appeal got us wondering, is there any cause New Zealanders won't donate to? To find out, we sent our actor back onto the streets of Auckland, armed with 3 new causes and a bucket.
Allah!
Our attempts to mount an appeal for Al-Qaeda drew an immediate response in central Auckland.
They're scum. They're filthy, murdering scum.
That's exactly right.
And they're filthy, murdering scum. And people like yourself taking photographs like this help their cause.
On the main street, other money collectors were quick to question our cause.
There's a lot of parking tickets you have there. We're doing pretty good. We're doing a good job.
Why is it that you're masquerading like this? Is it some kind of an awareness to people, or?
No, it's our annual appeal. Let's make a donation, sir. Support our Junior Jihad program for $1 a day. A little bomber waits. It's a worthy organisation.
The Bush administration may have succeeded in shutting down Al-Qaeda's international financing, but Washington failed to account for the generosity of ordinary Kiwis.
Would you like to make a donation? Thank you very much. Thank you. Junior Jihad. Thanks. Every dollar counts. Like to make a donation? Thank you. Thank you. Our little bombers, thank you.
Within an hour, we'd raised enough money to buy a suicide bomber's backpack.
Oh, thank you. Do you support Al-Qaeda?
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't? Good answer.
It seemed New Zealanders were too generous for their own good. So we decided to test that generosity to the limit. Surely few people would sympathise with our next cause. Their policies may have been questionable, but if nothing else, the Nazis were snappy dressers. Would a smart uniform make a difference?
Let's make a donation. Want to make a donation? Let's make a donation, sir. Piss off.
Nazi party.
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Oh my god. It's so like 1950s, mate.
1945, I think, more, but that's all right. That's all right. Collecting for the New Zealand Nazi Party. Let's make a donation. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciated. I've got no cash. You're teasing me. You're teasing me.
Plastic?
No, unless you give me the PIN number. Donation, sir?
Students at Auckland University were cash-strapped, but interested in our cause.
Would like to make a donation?
Probably not.
No?
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Just a donation will be fine.
Just a donation? What are you collecting for exactly?
For the New Zealand Nazi Party? Support the New Zealand Nazi Party?
Party's immigration policy.
Pretty much the same as New Zealand First. That's our immigration policy, if you want to know.
But just as a dialogue was opening up,
yes, for real, like to make a donation?
Things turned sour.
That's not very nice. I don't need tuna.
After the shocking attack on our actor at Auckland University, we decided to shut down our street collecting campaign and launch a door-to-door appeal instead.
G'day there. I'm fundraising for the New Zealand Nazi Party. Would you like to make a donation?
Don't have any change on me, I'm sorry.
No change whatsoever? No. Notes will be fine.
The results were disappointing.
Hi, collecting for the Nazi Party annual appeal?
Nazi Party?
New Zealand Nazi Party, yes.
No.
Care to make a donation?
No, not interested. No,
Not
thanks. No.
Are you sure?
Definitely. No.
We have some great policies.
No, thank you. Bye.
We have...
And in the end, we failed to raise any funds for the New Zealand Nazi Party, although we did succeed in raising Nazi awareness. But our Nazi and Al-Qaeda collectors were merely child's play compared to the final part of our experiment. After careful planning and risk assessment, we launched the first ever appeal for the Business Roundtable.
Business Roundtable annual appeal. We need a new table. Would you like to make a donation for the Business Roundtable? No. The table we currently have is actually square.
This pursued plea met with predictable outrage.
I'm sorry, that doesn't... The Business Roundtable are the wealthiest businessmen in New Zealand.
I think it's a misconception. A small donation. So you're walking that way?
I'm walking this way now because you bothered me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
You get your business and get out of town.
How much do you spend on cigarettes a week, sir?
I don't. I usually borrow them. Now, fuck off.
Oh,
This ugly
Charming.
moment seemed like a bad omen,
scab on society. Oh, thank you, sir.
but was followed by an
Lovely.
unprecedented outpouring of public generosity.
Donation, sir. Thank you kindly. Business Roundtable Annual Appeal. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Business Table Annual Appeal. Thank you very much. Thank you. 20 cents. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Just to recap, we collected $2.80 for Al-Qaeda, nothing on behalf of the Nazi Party, and $7.80 for the Business Roundtable. And that money, along with the $6.75 collected for Save Our Stars, will be passed on in the next few days. Still to come, the celebrity share market and what the hell is going on here. To the celebrity share market now, and Prime Cat gets her claws out in a Susan Wood bitch fit. Holmes regrets inviting Wood to his wedding. Expenses. Wood, but TVNZ wouldn't, would you? Wood and Ralston get the Tim Burton treatment in the Herald. And Cat Killer gets capped in a shocking staffy shootout. I suppose you were the forerunner for people like Bailey, and she's making 800 grand.
I ran into Basil Brush at the Corby Lounge once, and he couldn't believe what we got paid. He nearly cried, and he's a predator. I mean, he's buying land in Wallaka, and I'm living in a caravan at the back of my mum's.
Is she a chicken or an egg? And that's our show. Coming up next week, is it dumbing down or sexing up? An exclusive report on the latest news sensation sweeping Europe. Former TVNZ newsreaders spill their guts on the shocking state of state TV, and a hullabaloo of hypocrisy. The celebrity drug bust heebie-jeebies. From all of us here at Eating Media Lunch.
Good afternoon, Home Television.
I've got some money that I've collected to help save Paul Holmes, Charlotte Dawson, Alison Moore and bring them back to a proper network. I was just wondering what address I should send that money to.
I don't understand. Who specifically is it for?
It's for Paul Holmes, Charlotte Dawson and Alison Moore.
So you want to send it here so that we can give it to them?
Yes, to help them.
Oh, sure. Okay. Private box 302. So look at my 18 Zania speaking.
Hi there, could I please have the number for Al-Qaeda?
How else is that spelled, sorry?
A-L-Q-A-E-D-A.
A-L-U. Sorry?
A-L.
Yep.
Q-A-E.
U-A-E.
D-A. Al-Qaeda.
No, sorry. Can't find anything under that or anything remotely close to it. Business Roundtable, Heather speaking.
Hello Heather, I've collected some money for the Business Roundtable and I just wanted to send it to you guys.
Some money?
Yes.
Oh, well,
And do you accept cash donations?
well, to be honest, people don't normally do that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thanks very much.
Right, okay,
See ya.
bye.
This show was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.